Well, the reason why the top of my head is cut off in this video is because that's not important, what's in my head, as much as what's in front of me. And that would be the iPad 2. Number 2. It's now number 1 in the old iPad. Now, it's not really that old, really. It's only a year old. And actually, even at $400, which is the starting price point for the first generation iPad, is still, quite a contender, especially in relation to other tablet computers that are out there in the field. And let's face it, this is, for all intents and purposes, a computer. I mean, I can do more things with an iPad, or even an iPhone, or an iPod Touch, or any mobile smartphone, as opposed to a not-so-mobile smartphone. That's what I get for cutting off the top of my head in a video. Either way, I can do more with today's devices than I ever could with my first home computer. That's what we used to call them. Home computers, because believe you me, the home computers were different. Either way, you've already seen the few videos that have been uploaded about the iPad 2, but this is our official unboxing. Of course, I've got the live stream going through another camera and quite a few people watching live. I don't have the chat in this particular video because I'd hate to have something slip through. However, a lot of people have been quite active in the chat room. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm kind of hiccuping. I gotta drink some of my unboxing juice. Anybody who tries to attempt an unboxing without having a sip of fine wine is either A, not of age, or B, not doing their job. Because quite honestly, have you ever seen an exciting unboxing video? Why do people even do unboxing videos? It's just a box! And the thing inside it is more important than the actual box. Alright? Okay, I realize it's a bit ironic doing an unboxing video, slagging unboxing videos. Either way, I realize most unboxing videos are stupid! Not saying that you are for watching this video. I'm very grateful, actually, that you're watching this. I'm just letting you know that I generally don't have very high opinions of unboxing videos. But I got to do it, because that's what you're asking for! That's fine. Okay, so in front of me, as I related in my adventure, I have the iPad 2. This is a black 64 gigabyte Wi-Fi plus 3G version, which I almost didn't get. However, I do still have the cellophane around it. I have scored the back of it. But as you can see, this box, even when it's upside down on the back, it still looks good. And that's the home. Well, I could actually turn it around, and you'll notice there's really no right side up on this side. The way they've got it, slanted to the side. I don't know what Apple's trying to say with I think they're saying, hey, we understand angles at Apple, and just to prove that, we're gonna put a picture of our device at an angle. Now, actually, I think the reason why they've done this is to illustrate that it's a very, very slim device. Indeed, it is slim. Unlike me. Yes, I read the comments on YouTube, and so many of you think I need to lose weight. I don't understand what's going on with that. Either way, as I said, I've scored the cellophane, and Apple is very well known for just the highest quality cellophane. I mean, look at this. This is what they wrapped it in, and it's so translucent. I mean, look, you can see all the way through that, and that, I would say, is just the hallmark of a quality product when they wrap it in completely. Look, I can hold it right up. You can see right through there. Like I could pick my nose behind, and you can see me do that behind the cellophane. It's insane. So good on Apple for packing this in just incredibly high quality, 100% transparent cellophane, and it's just very, very nice. I would not, however, recommend putting this, around someone's, mouth and nose. You could suffocate them. That's true. So you don't want to do that. So we're gonna go ahead and put that over there, and then we're just gonna go ahead and slip it off. Maybe we'll get a box fart in the process. Let's see. Nah, no box fart. Can't really get. Honestly, I've yet to unbox an Apple product that gave you a box fart. I don't know. Aren't those the best, right? As you, I realized by uploading this video, Apple will never invite me to a product launch. Either way, I will continue. It is a rugged construction. This cardboard is definitely not the cheap variety. And honestly, and this is serious. Just let me be serious for a second. Apple does do a very good job at packing their products, and I've never really understood that until I've gone to unwrap other products, and sometimes it can be a hassle. So either way, we will go ahead and put this box here, right there. Oh, it says iPad there, just in case you didn't realize that's what you were buying. Okay, and then the Apple logo, of course. It's nice and shiny. If that's important to you, I don't know. It might be, and if it is, you need to get a life. So let's go ahead and see if that'll stand up. Great, okay. All right, now we're gonna, okay, we've got one bit of cellophane down here, and with that we can lift up the iPad, and you know what? I gotta tell you, just initial impression on the unboxing, I realize it's just a little lighter than the first generation iPad. I don't know why my voice went up 3 octaves there, but it's just a tad, skosh, a bit lighter. Still feels the same weight. It feels the same, which is good. Not, you know, like it's going to fly out of my hands or anything, but there is the iPad 2. Looking good, I would say. But let's go through the rest of the box. As you can see, Apple has, you know, laid everything out, you know, perfectly for me, including this AC adapter and the instructions. That's it. That's all. It's the rest of the box. It's a little plastic there that holds everything in place until you pop it out. USB cable, very, very important. Need that to sync the iPad. And this is the you know, instruction booklet, which if I didn't, like, you know, pop it out there, I could have pulled it out. Again, I realize, now I'm being serious here just for a second in this video, that is nice that they think about these things, because that's part of the experience when you open a product for the first time. You want to be wowed by the product, not necessarily by the packaging. And unfortunately, a lot of it's more when you're not dealing with a product that's not from Apple. Not always the case, but by and large, when companies cut corners, it's pretty obvious. So right there, they've got an explanation inside the instruction booklet on how to pop out the SIM card. This is a 3G model. Of course, you wouldn't likely see that inside a Wi-Fi iPad. And they also include, I don't really see if I can hold up the camera. I don't know if that's going to focus in properly. They give you a paper clip of sorts. It's not really a paper clip, although I need to clip my nails. Ugh. Sorry about that. You can edit that out, can't you? Just skip over that last 30 seconds. Do over. It's a paper clip. Not really, but I think it is. Wow, I wonder if they recycled a paper clip. You know what? This clip is the best paper clip I have ever seen. This makes the iPad worth it. You know, honestly, I think this is just a throwaway. The iPad's nothing. It's this. This was worth the extra money that I spent on the product. And I did spend my money. Oh, believe you me. And everything that I bought for the iPad 2, over $1,000. And I have the receipt to prove it. But I can tell you here, I have paper clips that would work just as nicely. So, even though I appreciate this attention to detail, it looks exactly like a paper. Actually, no, I take that back. It's a little thicker than a paper clip. Now, you know what? I wonder if there's a story behind this. I wonder if... Sorry, I'm going on and on. Hey, this is an unboxing video! What the hell did you expect? I pulled it out of the box here, okay? I did my job. I unboxed it, all right? But it is nice to see that they put the not paper clip, but kind of paper clip thing in there. I do wonder if there's a story behind that, if they did recycle paper clips. Because so many paper clips, unfortunately, go unadopted, and they are in shelters. You know, if you can take a paper clip into your home, you know, certainly they would appreciate that. It's the right thing to do. Not to make light of a very serious situation. But I'm going to continue with this unboxing, minus the top of my head. And now you're wondering, Chris, this is what you do for a living? Yes. Okay, so there's the instruction card. That's it. Really, there's not much there. It says, set up, sync, and charge. Download the latest version of iTunes, which pretty much everybody on the planet has. And they point out the different buttons and switches on the iPad. SIM tray, of course, for the 3G model. On, off, sleep, wake, silent, volume up and down, and the home button. I think that's probably what I appreciate most about the iPad. And then that's it, really. Stickers, which I never use. Has anybody got a good idea for the Apple stickers out there? Okay, then we have the avoid hearing damage, repairing or modifying iPad, avoiding water and wet conditions. Oh, I gotta read this here. Do not use iPad in rain. Oh shit, that rules out Seattle. Or near. I'm screwed. Where the hell is that receipt? Well, it says don't use it in rain. Or near wash basins, or does anybody else? Nobody ever reads this. Fine, I'm gonna read it. Near wash basins or other wet locations. Take care not to spill any food or liquid on the iPad in case iPad gets wet. Unplug all cables. Turn off iPad. That's what they say. Not the iPad, but iPad. Press and hold the sleep-wake button, so they explain how to actually do it. And then slide the on-screen slider before cleaning and allow it to dry thoroughly before turning it on again. Do not attempt to dry iPad with an external heat source, such as a microwave oven or hairdryer. Okay, at this point in reading this section, I have to wonder, how many people out there have tried to dry a wet iPad in the microwave? Or hairdryer. They have to spell it out for some people. An iPad that has been damaged as a result of exposure to liquids is not serviceable. That was an interesting paragraph, to tell you the truth. How many other unboxings have gone this far? I'm guessing not many. I'm guessing that not many people have made it this far in the video. They probably gave up after I started drinking my unboxing juice. iPad contains sensitive components. You don't want to agitate them. They might cry. I don't think that's the kind of sensitivity they're talking about. Either way, do not drop. Disassemble. That's not disassemble, Stephanie. Can anybody name the reference? Name the reference. Good luck. Open, crush. Oh, you can't crush it. Gary V will be very disappointed. Bend, deform, puncture, shred, microwave. Again, they use the word microwave again in here. What is it with people wanting to microwave their freaking iPads? Well, I guarantee after spending as much money as I did, I will not be microwaving it. Incinerate, paint, insert foreign objects into the iPad. So I imagine domestic objects would be fine. Yeah, actually, this part of the unboxing video is kind of fun. Has anybody else bothered to read this stuff? Yeah, don't. But by the way, it did not say you could not blend the iPad. It's just for future reference, in case any of you wanted to blend or wondering, will it blend? Repairing or modifying iPad. Never attempt to repair or modify iPad yourself. Disassembling iPad may cause damage that is not covered under the warranty. iPad does not contain any user-serviceable parts except for the SIM and the SIM tray, and the iPad Wi-Fi plus 3G service should only be provided by an Apple-authorized service provider. If iPad has been in contact with liquids, punctured, or subjected to a severe fall, do not use until you take it to an Apple-authorized service provider. For service information, choose iPad Help from the Help menu in iTunes or blah, 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 blah. Okay, that wasn't interesting at all. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I can uncover any other gems. Let's see how many other times microwave appears. You know what? I should actually flip to the German page. That would be a laugh and a half. Battery replacement. The rechargeable battery in iPad should be replaced only by Apple. For more information, blah, 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 blah. They send you to a website. But you can't click the link in these instruction manuals. It's crazy. To charge iPad, use only the Apple dock connector to USB cable with an Apple 10-watt USB power adapter or a high-power USB port on another device that is compliant with the USB 2.0 standard. Another Apple-branded product or accessory designed to work with iPad, or a third-party accessory certified to use Apple's Works with iPad logo. Read all safety instructions for any products and accessories, blah, blah. This isn't as interesting as a microwave thing. Hang on. No, that's... the power cord or plug, don't use it if it's become frayed or damaged. Yeah. You know, honestly, I think the microwave part is where it stops being interesting. Oh, avoid turning up the volume to block out noisy surroundings. So be careful about that. If you're in noisy surroundings, leave course, they may be yelling at you because you have an iPad, loser. Turn the volume down if you can't hear people speaking near you. Did they really have to write that down? I mean, seriously, who out there turns up the... No, the guides... I'm reading the chat room. The guide is not a joke. I'm reading this verbatim. This is out of the guide. Here, I swear to God. Limit the amount of time you use earbuds, headphones, speakers, or earpieces at high volume. And that, I understand that. That makes sense, because most people don't realize they could be damaging their ears. Driving and riding safety. Use of iPad alone or with headphones, even if used in only one ear while driving in a vehicle or riding a bicycle, is not recommended and is illegal in some areas. Check and obey the laws and regulations on the use of mobile devices like iPad in the areas where you drive or ride. Be careful or attentive. Give full attention to driving or riding and to the road. And that makes sense. I mean, some people, have, been killed or killed others by using their devices while they're driving. It's not a smart thing to do. So actually, Apple, good on you, and they probably have to do this for legal reasons. Microwave? Really? Do you really have to? Seriously, you guys, you look at your own, and you'll see that I'm not making this up. Hey, it's an unboxing video. I unboxed it. I did my thing. Okay, I'm being thorough, unlike some unboxings I know of, who wouldn't go that far. Not gonna name any names. That wasn't a name. I was covered. For vehicles equipped with an airbag inflates with great force. Do not store iPad or any of its accessories in the area over the airbag or in the airbag deployment area. Okay. Seizures, blackouts, and eye strain. A small percentage of people may be susceptible to blackouts or seizures. Has anybody... I'm sorry, I'm not... If you've ever blacked out from using an iPad, I swear I'm not making funny. I swear I'm not. I swear. Could someone use an iPad so much that they black out? Can you get in the insurance form blacked out? He was using an iPad too much. Some people apparently get blackouts from using iPads, or I can't even see. Maybe I'm gonna black out. Well, apparently it can happen from having exposure to and I understand this about seizures, flashing lights, or light patterns. That is true. Blacking out. This is hilarious. Part of it is. I'm not saying that anybody's blacked out. Oh, seriously, has anybody blacked out from using an iPad before? Okay. Wow. Okay. Broken glass, of course, because it's covered in glass. Seeing if I can find anything. No, everything else is pretty routine. Oh, areas with potentially explosive atmosphere are often, but not always marked clearly. Potential areas may include fueling areas such as gas stations. Don't use your iPad at a gas station. Below deck on boats. Don't use this below deck on boats. Fuel or chemical transfer or storage facilities. Vehicles using liquefied petroleum gas, such as propane or butane. Areas where the air contains chemicals or particles. Oh shit, that rules out LA. That's all chemical down there. Such as grain, dust, or metal powders. Well, that rules out Iowa. Damn, they've already eliminated like 3 states. You can't use it there. In any other area where you would normally be advised to turn off your vehicle engine. Well, it keeps going. Never force a connector into a port. Check for obstructions on the port. Connector and port don't join with reasonable ease. They probably don't match. No shit, Sherlock. Keeping iPad within acceptable temperatures. Yeah, it's normal. 32 degrees to 95 degrees. Fahrenheit, of course. Let's see here. It's normal for the iPad to get warm. Handle your iPad with care to maintain its appearance. which means don't touch it, because as everybody knows, the iPad attracts fingerprints. Oh, like you don't even have to touch it for it to attract it. That's the reason why I'm keeping the cellophane on it for the time being. I'll probably remove it when I do my initial impressions here. Let's see here. Don't use window cleaners, household cleaners, aerosol sprays, solvents, alcohol. Ammonia or abrasives to clean iPad. iPad has an oleophobic coating on the screen. Simply wipe iPad screen with a soft, lint-free cloth to remove oil left by your hands. The ability of this coating to repel oil will diminish over time with normal usage. Rubbing the screen with an abrasive material, like a Perillo pad, will further diminish its effect and may scratch your screen. iPad contains radio transmitters and receivers. When on, iPad sends and receives radio frequency energy through its antenna. So you don't want to like hold it up to your head for extended periods of time. You might end up like me. The Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antennas are located behind the Apple logo. iPad has been tested and meets SAR exposure requirements for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth operation. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, blah, 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 blah. And that's about it, really. You can further limit your exposure by limiting the amount of time using iPad, Wi-Fi plus 3G, and wireless mode, since time is a factor in how much exposure a person receives, and by placing more distance between your body and iPad Wi-Fi plus 3G, since exposure level drops off dramatically with distance. Oh, so you're saying that if I'm further away from the iPad sending out a signal, I would be less exposed? I can't believe they just wrote that down. I can't believe they typed this up. It's in the manual. It's not really a manual. To their credit, it is the important product information guide. Don't stick it in a microwave. And I'm sure YouTubers are already going to do it. And it's already warning you might get canker. Be careful. Really. So this is probably going to be the last iPod, iPad, iPhone unboxing video you're going to watch from me. I had to, by the way, unbox the smart cover before actually starting this particular video recording because I couldn't figure out how to do it. It turns out on the back there was a sticker that you like lift up a flap and then pull it through. So it was kind of smart. And when you open it up, well, I wasn't apparently smart enough to unbox the smart cover. When you pull it open, it'll tell you that the materials could very well be recycled, which is kind of nice. Not all product guides would go that far, and that's really about it. So, smart cover would basically clip on by way of magnetic force. If you do have, I wonder if they have any issues in here with people who have metal plates in their head. You probably don't want to slap a smart cover on your head if that's something that you have. If you're wondering if I even have a brain, it's not obvious by now. I haven't included it in this video for semi-apparent reasons. Either way, I'll be going on to, I guess, installing, if I can say that, this in the next video. Yeah, because I'm gonna do more. I also got the digital AV adapter, which allows HDMI out. Although it's said to be able to push out 1080p video, I believe limitations may be at 720p according to certain specs, as I read in a blog on the internet, so it must be true. But they have two ports here, the HDMI and the iPod dock port, so you can charge it at the same time, or I guess maybe even plug something else into it, at least if it uses that. I'm not going to unbag this, because that's it. That's all you get, this little adapter. So now I own every single adapter that Apple makes. Every single one of them, believe it or not. That's it. We have the iPad. It's not really the star of the show, as it turns out, at least in this video. I'm going to keep the cellophane on at this point in time, but I can't wait to start using this, to sync it for the first time, and then give you my initial impressions, which will be the next video recording. I'm also going to do an iPad 2 versus iPad 1 video. We're also going to be doing one on the iPad 2 camera versus the iPhone 4 camera. And we're likely, for those results, we're likely going to see results akin to the iPod Touch camera versus the iPhone 4 camera. And while I'm on the subject, it's an iPod Touch, not an iTouch. There's no such thing as an iTouch, at least a product from Apple. The next time you hear someone call it an iTouch, you have my permission, full, unadulterated permission, to slap them upside the head. It is an iPod Touch. I'm just saying. Okay, so we were going to be recording videos in the near future, likely within the next day or so. Maybe even a couple more tonight. And I'm almost out of my first glass of unboxing juice. So, oh, and it's been starring in the show there. I am 30-something years old, so I'm certainly of legal age to be drinking Grape Juice Plus. Can you name that reference? If you can't, you're not a geek. So there we go! I officially made the longest freaking unboxing video you've likely ever sat through. I apologize for that, but the stop button was right there, dude. Go ahead, threaten to unsubscribe. It's okay. I don't blame you, quite honestly, because if someone made me sit through the reading of a important safety information guide, I'd probably unsubscribe too. My email address, chris@perillo.com. I got a blog, chris.perillo.com. We have a network of technology content, lockergnome.com. And we've been starting to roll out a new design, although I'm not really, that thrilled with it. I wish we could find a better web designer. In fact, I'd probably be willing to give away another iPad 64 gig, iPad 2 64 gig Wi-Fi plus 3G edition if we could find a good designer, like a solid designer who could help us, like, at least get over this initial hump of rolling something very beautiful out. I guess I'm throwing that out there because I've got a 64 gig 3G plus Wi-Fi iPad 2 on order right now. It'll be shipped, and I'd be willing to possibly give it to a decent designer that had a really awesome portfolio. Just saying. That could help us get over that. Facebook.com/Chris Perillo, @Chris Perillo on Twitter. I also have @LockerGnome and Facebook.com/LockerGnome. I've got a couple of stickers. I have apples on them. Give those away. I don't ever stick them on anything, really. Of course, we also have a chat room, part of a live video feed. It's online, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are geeking out right there at live.perillo.com. We'll see you later.